Today we'll talk about one of my greatest passions as a pediatrician, and that is childhood immunization. If you're a parent or expecting a baby or just curious about this whole thing, then stick around. Let's zoom in on the first 6 months muna para hindi kayo ma-overwhelm. At birth, before discharge from the hospital, your baby will receive their first Hep B injected sa muscle ng thigh and BCG vaccine injected under the skin or intradermally. Yung mga nakikita niyong scar sa arm, that's your BCG, na tinatago ngayon sa puwet. At 6 weeks, your baby's next vaccine will be 6-in-1, which contains the first dose of diphtheria, pertussis, tetanus, polio, and H. influenza B, and the second dose of Hep B. Sa center, they call it Penta, 5 vaccines in the injection with oral polio, yung pinapatak. That's still 6 vaccines. Mas malaki lang ang chance of fever and swelling sa health center vaccines because they give the whole cell pertussis as opposed to the acellular pertussis that is given in the private clinics. But the fever goes away after a day and they get the same immune response. So the first dose of pneumococcal and rotavirus vaccines are also given at 6 weeks. Some health centers do not have these vaccines, so they have to go to their private pediatricians. The 6-in-1 and PCV are 3-dose vaccines given at least 1 month apart. Rotavirus vaccine is either 2 or 3 doses depending on the brand. Rotarix is 2 doses, Rotatec is 3 doses. Very important to keep in mind that Rotarix vaccine has to be completed before 25 weeks and the Rotatec vaccine has to be completed before 32 weeks. So someone asked kung sinuka yung rotavirus vaccine, what's gonna happen? So the thing there is we don't give it again because it's not recommended. The reason why we give it in small increments because there is a chance na isusuka talaga ng bata. So when you come to the clinic, make sure na hindi busog si baby and hindi siya nakapag-feed for at least 1 hour. So the way I schedule it is I give 6-in-1 first at 6 weeks old and then I ask them to come back after 4 weeks to give the first pneumococcal and the rotavirus vaccine. In some countries, they do give 3 vaccines in 1 visit, but some parents, of course, do not want 2 injections at one time. Also, I like it that way because at least I get to see the patient every month and that way I can monitor the weight, the height, and address any concerns that the parents might have for that month. So that's it for the first 6 months.